Hello, it's Monday. I need everyone to tell me if my mic sounds okay, because it was being weird earlier. Also, let me know what the audio balance is like. I try and turn myself up a little bit here. Sounds good? Perfect. It was doing a weird, now it's not doing it. That's good. It was doing a weird, noise clicky thing. Anyway, never mind. It's fixed, apparently. I've got the music up to where it should be audible but quiet. Let me know if everything is good audio-wise. As you know, this is a new laptop, so some things had to be set for a second time. Setup still in progress. There's a mic cord stretched across everything right now because they've changed the side the plug is on. Anyway, it's fine. Everything is plugged into everything. There's audio, there's music, there's a working Cintiq. I even fixed the external hard drive. That was weirdly hard, and I still don't know why it broke in the first place. As far as I can tell, computer attempted to format it, failed, broke it, and then had to be walked manually through reformatting it again. Also, we're having a really good cat nap today, as you can see. Just very, very comfortable in the warm window. And here we are. Yeah, I don't... Anyway, now I know how to find and reformat an external hard drive via the innards of OS X Catalina. And I said that it was working. There it is. Couldn't see my tablet pen. Oh, that was fun. Yes, it was Angela's Folly birthday today, I believe. Yes. We were alerted on Friday. And I said that if birthday person showed up on stream, that I would do a sketch for them, because that seems fair. It's a birthday, so consider what you want your birthday thing to be. Ooh, Angela's Folly says their birthday has been restful and soon to be delicious with Creole food and pie. Pie. So I have no plan for today. None at all. I'm just gonna quick sketch my cat. In his lump state. Just, there's a tail somewhere in there. I don't know. I'm sketching this from the tiny picture on OBS because he's literally behind my Cintiq. So there we go. There's a warm-up. Yeah, and Angela's Folly been brainstorming potential art. Yeah, this is your... Get to Know Nature says Regency Ladies with Weapons. That's right, we never did Regency Ladies with Weapons. Well, we'll start out with Regency Ladies with Weapons, because that is a fair point. We did not do that. let's just, you know what? We'll just look up Regency gowns. That should give us some ideas, surely. So yeah, Empire wasted, it looks like. Oh no, now everyone's like, darn, my birthday is not on I'm setting a dangerous precedent. Now anyone whose birthday is not conveniently on a Friday or a Monday is going to feel left out. Regency women's clothing. Okay, I'm of two minds. Auntie Shepherd says, I find Regency women's clothing weirdly terrible compared to the menswear. I'm of two minds about Regency women's clothing compared to the menswear because from having worn period men's costumes, it's actually quite hard to do anything in the menswear. When you tailor a jacket that much, your arms have a very limited range of motion. Whereas the women's clothes are actually shockingly comfortable. They're loose, they're flowy. They're not even tightly corseted. They're actually a lot more comfortable. As someone who spends my entire life in like stretchy pants, I have to say. Get to Know Teacher says, yeah, the men were apparently just supposed to sit around and look pretty. And I would say that that is actually kind of one of my favorite things about like modern writings of Regency romances, is that it's one of the only periods of romance where the men are decorative and described the way that most people describe women in romance novels. There's a lot of talk about their fancy clothes, their tailored jackets, and their calves, and it really amuses me. Auntie Shepherd points out rightly that the really tailored jackets were for looking pretty. If you need to actually do something, you wore other jackets. And I cannot argue the fact that men in Regency clothing look pretty. It's definitely true. I need to remember how people use... Okay, we're gonna start with something simple. I need to remember how people use swords. We're gonna start with just the basics. And just the basics are a lady holding a sword, thusly. Just move that up and over. Auntie Shepherd points out that Regency farmers were not wearing tight jackets and trousers they could not move in, and that is definitely correct. It is fair that we must differentiate between the rich, fancy, looking pretty clothes and the work clothes. Angela Spy says, maybe I like Regency gowns because they favor my figure, which is fair. They do not favor mine. But that's fine. Because I'm kind of with Auntie Shepherd. I actually, if I'm gonna dress up in Regency stuff, I kind of prefer the men's clothes. Just for fun. Also because I've tried wearing a corset and you can't do things in a corset. It's not. I've vended events in a corset and it's trying. Let's put it like that. It's a trying situation to be in. Aw, MusicBot got us a rose. That's nice of it. Oh yeah, Auntie Shepherd says this canvas is going to be extended. Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, if there's the few things that we can be certain of, Nasser with T-Stream in Photoshop, is that someone will shout quail and I will make the canvas randomly larger as I go. You know what, in honor of MusicBot, let's just that's not at all what rose leaves look like. I got his MusicBot a patron. Well, technically MusicBot is free, so they're exchanging goods and services, maybe? Hello, Hanicomb. Okay, Angela's Folly would like to know if I am familiar with the precious void-faced Swiss sheep with knee pads. And no, but Google probably is. Oh, yep, that's, I see what you mean. The lambs are hilarious. What are they called? What is the actual name of the sheep? Ah, the Valais Blacknose. The Swiss Valais Blacknose. She calls, here, hang on. We'll just she calls them void-faced sheep because they have black wool around their black face, so that it just disappears. Just fully gone. And then they're pretty great. I gotta say, pretty amazing looking sheeps. And yes, the adults look like they are huge. Oh, they've got little horns. Got little weird curly horns that stick straight out. I'm trying to find a scale reference, but so far all I am finding is fun curly horns and adorable babies. Yeah, also, MusicBot has decided that mankind will prevail. It's MusicBot's being very supportive today. It's I realized this rose is slightly too high. Hang on. That's straight down, and you're kind of holding it. There, it needs to be like down here. I think nope, I was right the first time. Gotta make sure my person's body isn't like weirdly large. Hang on. Okay. Yes, good enough. Scale is okay-ish. Okay-ish. We need to add a little bit of height, but we'll get there. Figment's maid says that is a heck of a vote these days. Yeah, fair enough. It's wait, here's a picture. I got you guys a picture of a Valais black-faced sheep, black-nosed sheep, with a person, so that you can see the scale. There you go. Now I need to give this Regency lady some fancy Regency lady hair. Oh, a bonnet. There's a mayhaps a bonnet. And some curls. Uh-oh. Show them the what am I showing? The fancy Oh, look at this fancy sheep who hath won awards. Look at this good sheep filled with awards and a big bell. Hanako says, what if you made a cursed image with a void-faced shepherd and a human-faced sheep? And I would say that seems more like something you would do in manuscript illumination than something I would do. Auntie Shepherd says in all caps, what if we did not? So there's that. Oh, now I'm looking at my own stream. That's not, gotta cover that up. I don't want to see the slightly delayed version of my drawing. It's very confusing. Arcraft informs us that the German name for the sheep is Walliser Schwarznassenschaft. Yeah. Schwarznassenschaft. Well, I don't speak German, but I did make an attempt. Auntie Shepherd would prefer if we did not give shepherds nightmares. This is fair. That looks bad and is wrong. Arcraft agrees that I did try. It's true, I did try. My failure notwithstanding. I did certainly try. Auntie Shepherd says, I'm pretty sure that Schwarznassen Schaf is just black-nosed sheep, and yeah, I think that's true. One of the best parts about the German language is that they just stick all of the words that mean something else together to make a new word. English kind of borrows that, in fact. We too love to stick words together. I mean, I know it's all weird. Don't mind me. Don't mind me and the human skull I'm drawing underneath this poor lady's face. It'll be fine in a minute. Oh dear. Auntie Shepherd says I only know the German word for sheep because I have a German shepherd dog. They're not even eyes, Auntie Shepherd. They're just marks where the space goes. They're like the holes in the skull where the eye sockets are. I feel like that statement did not make it less creepy for anyone, but nonetheless, it is the truth. I wanted one of those lines to stay. There. How do I feel about that? About the nose? Middling about the nose is how I feel. Auntie Shepherd realizing that they know more German than they thought. I'm just sitting here thinking about the time that I made poor Arcraft attempt to teach me to pronounce Zweihänder, which I'm still probably mispronouncing, through chat, which is always a good time. It's really fun to watch someone who natively speaks a language attempt to teach you to speak the language through words in a text chat while you're speaking out loud to the internet. Always a fun and exciting challenge. So I'm gonna write up here in the corner a reminder to myself on a new layer. because that's what we're gonna do next, and I don't want to forget. So just put that there. Zweihander, right? Yes, Zweihander. I was close. the depressing realization that none of the lessons have stuck. What can you do? Figment's Maid says, so hard to choose between the pretty flowers and cactus, and I'm not sure what's going on there. I don't know what that's about, but I like both pretty flowers and cactus, so I'm curious. We've got a saguaro. Yes, okay. Oh, there's been a poll the whole time. Well, I'm gonna vote in the poll. Such a professional I am. My moderators made a poll. I didn't even notice. Oh, we could have an exciting sheep race. It's true. We could just race anything, really. Back to what I was doing, which was looking for... There they are. I was looking for decorative weaponry in my reference folder here. This one's good. How many? I don't know how many different sheep emoji there are. It turns out. Oh, Jack, you're being such a picture-perfect, like, photo pose of a sleeping cat right now. You can even see your little face on camera. I'm so proud of you. Do it. Oops. I don't know what happened there. Doing such a good job. Oh yeah, we could do sheep and then like a color. It's really too bad that we can't have a quail race. Just in general. It's a letdown. I'm sure that we'll all survive, but I'm disappointed. I could put peacocks in there instead for some reason. Right, a sword. That was what I was doing. Pay attention. Draw and talk. It's, I feel like the longer there's a pandemic, the less likely my brain is to do two things at once. It's easily distracted by one thing. And then I come back and I'm like, oh right, we were drawing. That was what we were here for. That's what this stream is about. I remember now. Is that a squirrel? So we got a squirrel emoji? That's pretty cute. Angela Swallow says too many brain apps running in the background. Yeah, I don't. It's too much background activity. Other things keep stalling. And I don't know. I mean, I say I don't know why. I know why. Let's not be silly. I know why. My brain's never been good at doing multiple things at once. That's never been its strong suit. It tries to multitask, but it's not great at it. The squirrel is from subscribing to Bob Ross as Auntie Shepherd? Yes, perfect. The Bob Ross squirrel. Oh, I love it. Such a good idea. Oh no, music bot. Everyone looks better in the dark. Yikes. Oh, it's a happy tree. Angela's Follies says I always try to post at least 3 sheep emotes at a time for herd health, and that's fair. How is the flower? Oh, I'm not allowed to revote. I'm not allowed to jack my own poll. Fair enough. Happy Little Tree is kind of fabulous, says Figment's Mate. It is. Future viewers cannot see what we can see. But suffice to say, I don't know how I'm holding this. Suffice to say that the happy tree emote is good. How if you are holding like that. Yes. Good. A happy cloud. Bob Ross is such a wholesome thing to watch. So wholesome. We could have our race could have a sheep, a ram, a goat, and a cow. Or flagged sheep. Does that sound like the start of a joke? Dyed. Could we, unless you just want dyed sheep, could we just have dyed sheep? Can we just... Can we just... Really, sunflowers have won? Y'all should have more respect for the ancient Saguaro. Oh, or a sheepdog join in with the sheep. The sheepdog isn't, but a sheepdog can never win a race against sheep. That's not its purpose. The sheepdog is the reason for the race. This arm feels wrong to me now. And I think it's because the whole thing is both too long and a little too big. Does that feel more correct-ish? Artcraft, you cannot grow a saguaro on your balcony. That is true. Unfortunate, but true. To be fair, I also cannot grow a saguaro on my deck. This is not the correct climate. Oh hey, look at that. Let's save this sketch for the first time. What should we call it? Let's just call it Monday, August 3rd. Because why not? Tyrmos would like us all to know that they have the best guacamole they have ever gotten at the grocery store. Congratulations, Tyrmos. Good guacamole. It's always worth it. Figment's Made was today's days old when they learned you can click on emotes and figure out where they come from. I did not know that until Figment's Made said so. So I am also today's days old to have learned that. Okay, sheep race. It's time for a sheep race. And so far, we got we got red and Hannah, and they gave them different shapes for the colorblind. Good work being inclusive. You are the best. Right now, red triangle sheep is way out in front with blue diamond sheep trailing, just starting the race. Yellow square sheep and green circle sheep grazing in the paddock still. With no sheepdog, they may never join the race. Updates as they are required. Uh-oh. Figment's Made only sees black circles for yellow square and green circle sheep, which implies that someone's emojis are not working properly. Auntie Shepherd says Beamer, her sheepdog, their sheepdog, would be offended that half the sheep are lagging. And that is probably true. Oh, they've caught up. They've caught up. We've got a race. We've got a race, folks. We've got a race. Red triangle sheep still well out in front, but blue diamond sheep is making a race of it and catching up. Oh, now they're neck and neck with yellow square sheep coming up from behind. And blue diamond sheep pulls way ahead. Green circle sheep's trying. It's trotted out of the paddock, but it's just not getting very far. Oh, it's been nipped in the heels by a sheepdog and is now bursting well out in front of the other sheep, running in a herd now as sheep were meant to run. With the race anybody's game, blue diamond sheep now pulling ahead again, with triangle, square, and circle sheep all neck and neck. A few lengths behind, and catching back up. This is a significantly more exciting race than the snail race, folks. Just much, much closer and more contested. Honeycomb, the moderator, says one of these days she will make a poll that does not bug out for someone, and I like the optimism. Also, it's like sheep move faster than snails or something. It's true. Green Circle sheep, having saved itself for the later quarter of the race, has now pulled well ahead. Apparently it was saving its energy for the final lap. But Blue Diamond sheep has a lot left to give and is catching up. Meanwhile, Yellow Square and Red Triangle sheep still trying to make a race of it, none of them lagging too far behind. Now it's Blue Diamond and Yellow Square neck and neck, with Green Circle and Red Triangle closely tied for second place. MusicBot giving us a Desert Warzone song that does not help me keep up this fake exciting announcements. Oops, and now I've accidentally hit the zoom out button in Photoshop. Everything's coming apart. Oh, look at that. Having rested a bit in the middle, Red Triangle and Yellow Square have pulled out ahead while Blue Diamond and Green Circle start to flag. But there's still plenty of race left. Now they're basically running as a herd, all the sheep kind of together, trotting in unison. Blue Diamond still wants to be the leader, but Yellow Square has some things to say about that. I'm going to draw some fancy lace, and we'll come back to you again when we're in the final quarter of this race. I'm going to cast my vote. Dangerous, I know. The announcer showing favoritism. What kind of lace do we want? All right. Now they're all tied. Now it's just a big wall of sheep running towards us. It's very exciting. If I had to pick one that was slightly ahead, I would pick Blue Diamond because I have actual numbers to read. Oh nope, Green Circle has caught up. Now Yellow Square. And it's Yellow Square and a tie between Red Triangle and Blue Diamond. And now it's Green Circle. Green Circle picks up the lead. And loses it to Red Triangle. Red Triangle still in the lead. Blue Diamond's trying hard to catch up. Yellow Square lagging very slightly behind. Auntie Shepherd sharing that that's how their left knee got screwed up. A wall of sheep running at them, one of whom did not look where they were going. Meanwhile, the race is still very excruciatingly close, with Green Circle now slightly in the lead, but Red Triangle and Blue Diamond. And now it's just a tie. It's just a tie. Everything's tied. Well, yellow triangle. Nope, now it's all tied. Everything's tied. They're just all running neck and neck. We're never going to know who wins. All of the sheep running together in a single, perfectly synchronized sheep wall. together. One glorious phalanx of sheep. Is that what a phalanx is? I feel like that's what a phalanx is, but my feelings don't necessarily mean that that's reality. Sheep phalanx. Oh, our craft with a perfect pun. The charge of the light brigade. Excellent. Upholding standards of puns. Still a perfect tie. Coming into the final stretch. All the sheep running in perfect unison. It's both beautiful and horrifying and terrifying to see. Oh, one slightly out of step. Suddenly, Yellow Triangle decides it's no longer part of the herd. It wishes to be a leader. It wishes to be its own sheep, and it pulls well ahead. Seeing this happen, Red Triangle makes a dash as well, but Blue Diamond wishes to catch up and pulls closer and closer to Red Square. But Blue Diamond is really making a push for it. Not sure anyone can catch it now. Yellow Square is trying. But Blue Diamond is well ahead. Coming right up to the final finish. Folks, it's going to be close. Blue Diamond, Yellow Square. Blue Diamond slightly ahead, but Yellow Square right there, neck and neck at the final moment. Yellow Square pulls just slightly ahead, and it's Yellow Square and Blue Diamond. Yellow Square and Blue Diamond running close, and it's Yellow Square who takes first place. Blue Diamond second. Red Triangle third, and Green Circle a surprisingly distant fourth. I don't know if you can see, but I can see who put channel points into the winner, so I know what happened. Green. It reveals it. If it doesn't reveal, so Honeycomb, you and I might get special information because we are moderators. Other people might not have known that the entire time you were rigging the race. It's possible. It's possible that not everyone sees. Oh, everyone can see the shenanigans. Cool. Never mind. Everyone knows. Everyone knows what you did. Everyone knows that Hannah spent the most channel points to rig the sheep race. Oh, everyone except Auntie Shepherd, because they are on the mobile app, the worst app. The worst app. Whee! So congratulations to Yellow Square sheep for their resounding sheep race victory. And I hope that you're happy with the results. I hope that all of your supported sheep they ran a good race. It was a good race. Our craft just remembered that he still owes some gins. For those who may not understand what that comment is about, some streams ago, we accidentally turned a stream into Rcraft's gin review blog. I say accidentally. Rcraft mentioned it, and then we forced Rcraft to tell us about all of the gin, one at a time, in detail. So if you don't want to hear about more gin, that appears to be what's about to happen. So, sorry in advance. I like gin. Especially gin that has been made in a weird and creative way. And we're about set, I think, with this It feels strangely like Friday. Yeah, this is a weird Monday stream. I don't know. I'm already punchy. I worked through the weekend. I set up a new computer. I don't feel like it's the start of a new week. It feels like, it does feel oddly like Friday. Auntie Shepherd says the local hippie co-op has juniper berries, and I say, get some and make some gin. It feels strangely like, yes, it does. Okay, so Rcraft has, as previewed on Hannah's stream last week, which I unfortunately missed, the Roku gin. So this is new to me. It is a Japanese gin made with sakura flower, yuzu petal, sencha tea, sansho pepper, sakura leaf, and gyokuru tea, which is a lot of ingredients and sounds extremely interesting. And now I want to know. It being Japanese, I bet I can get it here for a change. Because I feel like many of the lovely gins that Rcraft described from Germany and the European area are difficult to get in the United States. As Hannah says, I am mostly excited about this one because Bevmo carries it. Bevmo being a Beverages and More, the U.S. chain of stores which sell wine and beer and liquor. For my viewers not in this sad, terrifying country, it comes in a very pretty hexagonal bottle where every facet has an outline of one of the botanicals molded on it, because of course it does. Japan loves packaging and are better at it than everyone else. Although I must say, German Easter candy has adorable illustrations on it, I've learned. Ah, there's no Bevmo in North Carolina. Tragic. I am now excited to try Roku gin, a gin that I can purchase locally instead of searching for on the internet, discovering that it's not imported to the United States and feeling sad. All right. I think it's time to ink this. So we can move on to sheep. So let's see, let's grab a pen. You know what? Let's do smooth criminal instead of Mr. Natural. Let's just shake it up. I know, the madness. Tirmas prefers whiskey to gin. That is fair. I just like interesting and creative flavors of things, just in general. And I feel like gin has a tendency to offer the most of that. Our craft continues. It tastes lovely, not in an exotic, unexpected way like the fruity ones. It has a typical gin flavor profile, but made with Japanese botanicals. I have lost the thread of the conversation because now Hannah says, is it like a Gewürztraminer, which is a wine? A fairly sweet wine? So now I'm confused. But yes, a floral Gewürztraminer, a floral wine. That is. I know. It and Riesling are the sort of well-known German grapes. And it's a nice wine, is Gewürztraminer, which I may also be mispronouncing, but certainly not as egregiously as I mispronounced the black-nosed sheep earlier. Arcraft is not sure he has ever had a Gewürztraminer. Fair enough. Well, it's been quite a Monday when we're already deep into the Friday beverage conversation. It's going to be quite a week can tell already. Who knows what'll happen by the time it's Friday tea time. The distillery that makes Rokugin also has some whiskeys our craft shares with us for Tirmas, who does not care about our gin conversation. It is possible that a significant portion of chat does not care about our gin conversation. But you are unfortunately trapped in a stream where both I and my moderator do. So here we are. Here we are then. You've had your sheep raised, now you have to put up with being a nerd about gin. But it's all right. Figment's Maid says, so long as you don't cross the streams. No sheep gin. Ah, I see that I've just neglected to decide what's going on in this entire area. Let's fix that, shall we? There we go. Auntie Shepherd says sheep are kind of perpetually drunk, and I need a follow-up to that information with an explanation of some kind. Please. Ah, their rumens are giant fermentation vats. See, there we go. I knew there was a science-y follow-up there. Let's see. So sheep are cheese, no sheep are drunk. Ah, now we're back to Roku. Roku has Cheetah, a single grain whiskey. The bottle is not as fancy as the gin bottle, but it apparently tastes quite good. Our craft prefers peated Scotch sort of whiskey, but still. Cheetah is a lovely whiskey. That's for you, Tirmas. A whiskey in set just for you in the gin conversation. Hanicombe wants to know what peated is. I assume it involves peat. Auntie Shepherd says in Iceland, there is vodka that is apparently flavored by the smoke of burning sheep manure, which is a weird choice, I feel. And peated is when you malt the barley, you dry it over a peat fire, which infuses it with the aroma of the peat smoke, which I assume is how the vodka is being flavored with the burning sheep manure. So, as usual, it's a learning stream. It's important that we continue to learn as we go. Even if what we're learning about is how to flavor vodka with burning sheep manure. Arcraft thinks there is a Danish whiskey that is also made with sheep manure. I am starting to worry about Europe as a whole. Just feels like it could do with less sheep manure burning in relation to its alcohol. I mean, maybe that's closed-minded of me, but I don't know. We've gotten weirdly bouncy electronica with MusicBot just now. Don't know what's going on there. And Arcraft rightly points out that the supply of sheep manure is more renewable than peat, and that's a thing to mention as well. That the use of peat in gardening and other things is actually problematic because it is not as renewable as it could be. So when you are getting potting soil, for example, it is better to get a version that uses something other than peat to help preserve peat bogs. More learning. Angela's Folly is stopping in, but food is ready, and so they remain in lurk mode. Angela's Folly, we're inking Our Lady, and then we will move on to your sheep. Enjoy your delicious birthday dinner. I assume dinner. It could be some other meal. Time zones are weird. But happy birthday. Arcraft, your choice if you would like to do another gin or another whiskey. I prefer gin just because I think that there's more variety to the flavors for me. And I do not drink much, ever. So I'm always looking for more flavor and interest if I'm going to actually go out of my way to buy something. Auntie Shepherd is going to go to bed. Good night, Auntie Shepherd. I hope that your migraine goes away. Honeycomb votes for Jin. To be fair, we did a whiskey, so we could do gin, whiskey, gin. That'd be a decent combination. Also, I feel like gin creates a good pun for Sarah with tea. So. Arcraft says, since I already brought the bottle to my desk, I will do another new gin. There's the best reason of all, convenience. Wow, I'm just failing at this line. That's fine. It's already clearly going to be that kind of Monday. Just saving. Saving. Because, concerns. The gin, the new gin, is Sipsmith London Dry Gin. A company that has given itself a clever name. Oh man. Today is not my day for good smooth lines, apparently. Ah, finally. There we go. No exciting botanicals, just a well-made craft gin made in London. Oh, and it has a nice bottle with an actual wax seal on the cork. Fancy. Come for the art, stay for the gin blog. I do intend to ink this and get all the way to drawing that sheep. Swear that is the plan. It's just one of those slow wobbly sorts of days. And there's not much to be done about it. Tis what it is. Final word on the Sipsmith London Dry Gin is a very nice, smooth, typical gin. Would buy again. Proper endorsement. Oh, hit the wrong button. And Harcraft says, this concludes my new gins. Because someone laid out the store like a mad person, so the stranger ones will have to wait for the next time. Semi-related. Do other people experience this when you go to the grocery store and the grocery store has moved where everything is? It ruins your entire, like, shopping trip because you've suddenly got to relearn where literally everything you've ever shopped for exists. Figment's Maid says ruins it for weeks. Exactly. Just like it just everything's gone wrong. Tiramus agrees all of the time. Gets No Nature says they can't recognize the grocery store. Yes. I'm glad that it's not just me, that you all share my pain at least a little. Because grocery shopping becomes kind of second nature. You're going through the motions of where all of the things you buy are. And when they move, everything has gone wrong. Arcraft says, as it turns out, the literal worst is a store that for some insane reason puts some of the merchandise behind the cash registers. Yes, just in general. Anytime something is rearranged. It doesn't matter if it makes sense or not, really. It's more of an issue of, yes, but I knew where it was before. And now I don't. And that is your fault. Figment's Maid says salt kills yeast. It's true. Just gonna attempt to draw a very quick rose. We'll see how well that goes. I admit that I seem to have sort of started it, but was definitely faking it here. Just inventing petals. Still just inventing petals. It turns out it's fine. Yeah, we'll just go with that. I accept that this is how it will be. I will, however, correct these leaves. So that it makes more sense. Good. Artcraft clarifies that Artcraft does not mean putting a shelf behind the cashier. I mean, you get your other stuff, you pay for it, and then you get to the cabinet with the fun gins. Yeah, the stuff beyond the registers has always confused me. It's the element of oh, Hidden Sand Village. This might be a new one. Get to Know Nature is correct. This might be a new track on the music bot. I mean, to be fair, Tiramisu used to love going to the store, not anymore. To be fair, at the moment going to the store is just sort of stressful. Artcraft would boycott the ridiculousness on general principles, but they have Siberian gin. For some reason, bottled, distilled, and large containers of water here have a tendency to be like that, like on the wrong side of the cash registers, so that they're not on the way in, they're on the way out. Which means that you can spend a hilariously long time looking for them in the store, trying to figure out why you can't find them. Only to discover that for whatever reason they're by the front door. But I mean, you're not going to carry a 5-gallon jug of distilled water around with you while you shop. That's just silly. Lost on Earth. Aren't we all? Aren't we all, MusicBot? Oh, another line, another straight line failure. I'll get there. I'll manage, I swear. Good enough, says I. Oops. Jack. Oh, I love it when he sleeps like this. Just squidges his little face into the cat bed. Sometimes you just can't face the day. This feels like it's really out of scale. And I'm not sure exactly why. But I'm gonna take a stab at fixing it briefly. And you know, if that fails, that it is what it is. We're confirming that Hidden Sand Village has occurred in the past. Does the skirt need to be longer? That is the part that I'm unsure of. Nope, that's weird. Okay. Does the skirt need to be longer? Let's do this. Yep. Yep, skirt needed to be longer. Our craft still has things to say about the store. Even worse, in the store, they don't like you taking the expensive booze out of sight of the cash register area. So that I'm guessing I'll have to go to the thing, have them hold it at one of the cash registers and ask for it as I pay. What do they think you're gonna do? Somehow smuggle a whole bottle of expensive gin out under your coat? Which, I mean, would be hilarious. Let's be fair. But seems complicated. So that's where we're gonna leave this stabby Regency lady. Yep, we'll just because it's time for sheep. How should we deal with this? Let's move you over here. Nope. Still gotta figure out how to fix that setting. Lovely, stabby Regency lady. with a rose and a bonnet and a sword. Now. Onwards to the hilarious sheep of darkness. So I kind of want to, I'm just gonna charcoal. I kind of just want to fool around for a second. Maybe whoa. Arcraft says, so anyway, for Otenchi and anyone else who doesn't drink alcohol, Soda Libre. I'm just, I don't know, I'm just kind of fooling around here. Because there's something about these particular sheep that just suggests that I can't just do an ink sketch and be happy about it. They require more complexity, you know? Feels like I have to be creative. Yeah, like I kind of love the fact that this is weirdly like already the thing. It's like, oh, well, there we are. It's true, Jack has napped through this whole thing. Let's see, what? Now what? Let's try. Let's try and stay. Try and stay sort of liquid, soft. Horns. Then maybe some charcoal. charcoal. Get the ears in there. Soda Libre is basil and lemon soda. Black-nosed sheep in a snowstorm. There's something so sort of specifically like cloudy and like soft, and then their face just sort of disappears into it. I don't know, it feels like it has to be. I can't just carefully draw the ink outline of a sheep and call it a day, you know? It has to be. Let's look at the... Gotta... make it... Oh, let's see. Where... I guess you'd probably see, like, the other foot here. I'll have to go back in and, where's... soften everything. Oops. What has happened? Oops. What layer is anything on anymore? Okay. What have we done? Just, it needs to be a little bit more more painterly fine art, I think. Fine art. You know. Now what we need is just a hint. Yeah, just a hint of nose. That's probably enough. Gods give us strength, says MusicBot. Oh no. Just gonna. So I don't know. I'm weirdly pleased with this. I can't help it. There's just... There's something particularly pleasant about the simplicity of this specific sheep. Just gonna screenshot it quickly. Yeah, void unit. Yes, it's I don't know. There's something I don't know if out of context it reads as what it is. So we will do a lamb that's a little bit clearer. But what can I say? I sort of a fan. What did we use? We used this one. Just a similar approach, but a little bit less a little bit less esoteric, specifically vague. I don't know what the right term is there, but you all know what y'all know what I mean. Just gonna do a lamb that makes a little bit more sheep shape sense. You know, for the fun of it. Oh, actually, that's kind of a good idea. Hang on. I have an idea. Nope. Stop that Photoshop. I want to sketch the whole sheep in there. Now we'll go back to this and aha. And create the fuzziness on top of it. Just having some fun. Hello, Angelus Valley. We've moved on to your birthday sheep. I hope that you enjoy them. And let's go back to Mr. Natural, my favorite brush, and then we'll actually actually draw some sheep here. Just have that form set. Apparently it's experiment art day. It's Monday work day. Be weird about it day. Which seems fine to me. Oh no, music bot bet on the sheep race earlier. Lost it all. I mean, MusicBot might not have had much to begin with. So here you go, Angela's Folly. Some Valais black-nosed sheeps. Just have some fun here. That's not how an H looks. There we go. There we go. Nice, nice weird vertical birthday label. Oops. To go with the sheep. Just move this sheep a little bit closer there. There we go. Oops, whatever just happened was not what I meant to happen. There we go. Screenshot saved. Put the Regency lady with the sword just in there behind them. Just to make it all weird. It's been a weird art day. It's been a weird art day, but the sheep are charmingly fabulous. Apparently I needed to just squidgy paint some stuff with all of the Photoshop brushes. This is where I am in life today. And it is now 6:57, so we're going to start the wrap up. Monday is the shorter stream. We end at 7 and I have work that I still need to get done. So, this is where we're leaving it. Some squidgy sheep paintings and a Regency. Hang on. There's just so much wrong with this Regency lady. It's really bothering me. She has such problems. Yeah, that's a little better. Such problems. Don't we all, says Figment's Maid. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, that helps. I feel slightly better about it. I'm gonna stop fiddling with it. I'm really happy about the sheep. Don't know why. It just makes me happy. I think it makes me happy. No, I do know why. It makes me happy because the way the marks are made evokes the way I feel when I look at the sheep. The marks make me feel the soft squishiness of the sheep. And that makes me happy. Because at its very best, art communicates something you're feeling very clearly. And everything about these sheep screams soft and squishy. So I say success. And yes, I've been reminded to take a screenshot of. Nope. We're just gonna have to be. Just gonna have to be this scale. Take a screenshot of the lady with the sword now that I've solved some of the problems. Good. Save everything. Thanks for joining me on Monday for this slightly chaotic and scattered stream. We did make art, which is the goal. So, good on us. I'm gonna get some Rokujin. And some tonic, maybe. This week. Happy birthday to Angela's Folly. Look at these excellent birthday sheep. Don't forget I have Patreon patrons. I'm about to post a collection for requests for some of your sketch requests, so $5 and $10 patrons, look out for that. I will see you on Friday for Friday Tea Time, where we will do something. Maybe pottery. That'd be exciting. Gonna try and reformat the old laptop to get it to work again with its graphics card, and maybe I'll have a setup just for pottery streaming. Neat, right? Have a great week, everybody. See you on Twitter and Friday Tea Time. Till then, be safe, be well, be kind, and make some good art. Have a good night. Bye.